My FPL Game Week 34 Team Selection. Again, I have no free hits. So let's see how I'm making it through with only 2 transfers. And we'll do a quick review on how I did as well in Game Week 33 so we can reflect on why I'm making decisions of the transfers I'm thinking about. So without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. So 71 points for Game Week 33. Small green arrow around 4,000 or something, so it's pretty much like a red arrow. A gray arrow staying in the same position. But hey, I take it, bro. You know, a lot of people play their bench boost, and of course, there was also some assistant managers as well, which didn't work out all the way they wanted to, but I still feel like there was good points in the entire 3-game week. So I'm really happy I could make it through this game week at least, still maintaining my rank. It's way better than getting a red arrow. So I think regrets. Firstly, no regrets with captaincy of Salah. I think I really did, predict just based off how they mentioned of how Mamouche wasn't really scoring away. Could have scored, could have even got an assist as well. In terms given an assist, so that worked out in my favor. But they were saying he hadn't scored away and stuff. So I was like, okay, I can bet against that. That somewhat worked out, I guess. Also betting against Saka. The regret with Saka for me is I actually thought of getting Trossard, and I pulled out because of the FOMO of Saka, and I shouldn't have. So that's a regret for me. It's like I should have gone with that. And it was either going triple Arsenal with Kivio as well, as another person who returned. So there's a regret. But yeah, it is what it is. It happens, it really does happen. No regret with KDB despite the blank. It was really just another punt. Honestly, my favorite assets really were the Villa assets. Those were real punts, Watkins and Rashford, as I mentioned. I knew they would get goal. I knew that Aston Villa would get goals and they would get goal involvements within those goals as well. So I guess I was lucky in the sense that they actually got the goals. So that worked out really well. And Palace as well, not scoring in the first game. It's really more so what killed my rank was them scoring in the second game, and not just scoring, but the common asset scoring. So that's what really fell my rank down. So all in all, I'm all right. I'm okay. Let's really see how that actually affected me on the Fantasy Football G league table. At number 1, still sailing smoothly in C's is the Tempestuous Sea, actually, at 80 points, increasing the gap between us, and Marcel Oscar coming in at number 2 as well, despite having taken the hit and getting a few less points than me, still being on top of me as well. So well done there, Marcel. And then Killer Squad coming in number 3 as well. Right behind him, not going away, is slotting them away, LFC, but not too far as well. Looking to sting somebody is Stingers FC, and number 5. And then Macaroni and Cheese as well, coming in at number 6. And then Sono FC jumping in at number 7 as well, just dropping there. Dallas Dominators taking a huge hit, but managing to stay in the top 8. Sometimes we take those risks, sometimes we don't, sometimes it works out, unlucky there. It wasn't really a good week for a lot of us, actually. It could have been a better week if the captaincies had come through, and I guess either way for us. And then Bloodline FC captaining Saka there, didn't work out as well, but still got some very good points at 72 points. And then High and Mighty coming in at number 10 there, just to round off the top 10. So that is the top 10 for the Fantasy Football G. The league code is in the description, guys. I shout out the top 10 all the time, and yeah, just to make it fun and keep the community together, you know. So let's take a look at my team, my bus team. But before we do that, I wanted to say, guys, if you are enjoying the content and you're still around, that means you are liking the content, then please may you hit that subscribe button. It really goes a long way. I'm actually, at the time of recording, 2 subscribers away from 200. Now, I don't know about you, but that's something big for me. So if you're loving it and you're like, you know what, Kat, I want to help you, and that's the type of support I'm talking about, bro, please hit that subscribe button. I don't need no like button. Leave the like button. Don't like me, subscribe to me. That's what I would like. So help me. Please help me. Okay? But yeah, let's get on to it now. Enough of the funny stuff. Cool. My bus team. So this is my bus team right now as it is. Let's change the fixtures there as well. Sorry for it being stretched. It's just, you know, blank game mix. Just trying to fill the space there. Keep the presentation and the scale. Cool. Anyway, I got Alisson Becker in goals with 3-4-3 formation, 3 defenders being Trippier, Krekes, 8 Nori. I'm happy with them because they are starting to form in somewhat of the template of the free hit this game week. So I will admit I did plan ahead of this, you know, with my chips and stuff, that I'm going to build my team so I can actually maneuver game week 34. So I had in mind that these players could be favorites based on the fixtures that they're going to have for the free hit. So I would be able to sort of survive game week 34 free hit. And midfield going with Salah, Semenyo, Gordon, and then option for Eze was Bowen. It was between Bowen and Mbeumo. Now, nothing against Mbeumo at all. It's more so that I'm going to go with Bowen because he's more of a differential for me. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm in a position where I'm really going for it now. I feel like I'm close to 100K. I want to push for that top 100K rank. So that's really what I'm trying to do with the Bowen differential. I know I've also got Semenyo, who's also a differential, and Gordon is a differential. Gordon's a huge differential, in fact, which I don't like. But he was brought in during my wild card, and so I don't want to waste the transfer really. He will make an appearance. I just have to hope that he comes off the bench and really hits a great performance and actually scores an assist as well. So Bowen really is where I'm standing right now when it comes to that midfield position. Also, again, love the Semenyo pick, really hoping that he can also continue to do well. They are playing against Man United as well. So, yeah. And then when it comes to the forwards, you got Isak, Evanilson, and then Mateta. I am really leaning forward to buying Cunha. Now, that really is going to just depend on the news of Belgrade as well, because we all know Belgrade as well. I hope you cannot hear that. Yeah, you can hear that. Let me just pause quickly. Cool. Just needed to close the windows. I was a plane flying past. So we know Belgrade has been injured, and he's been playing in Cunha's absence, and so the team hasn't been changed. And Victor Pereira did say, why change a winning team when they've been winning on the bounce, basically, even without Cunha? So he has come back, came off the bench, got a return, and also started the previous game in the absence of Belgrade, and also got a return as well. So I do suspect that if Belgrade is back, then I don't see Cunha starting, more so because of the fact that there's been a lot of rumors of him flirting with the idea of moving away a lot. And I'm not just going to mention Man United, but I think the door's open to anybody. So that being that, If I do hear Belgrade is going to be available to play, then I will most likely go for somebody else. My other option was Wood, but I am thinking about Wissa, so it's going to depend. I'll see how I feel really on the day when I make the transfers just before the deadline. That being said, I really hope Cunha does come through, because when I want to touch on captains now, in terms of going differential and trying to gain rank, I'm not sure if I want to take on Mo Salah, because this is actually an opportunity to do that again, to change captaincy, go against not just Mo Salah, but go against the crowd, who is leaning more towards Mo Salah. And the options there is a Isak, and then it's also, of course, Cunha. So those are the guys I'm thinking about. I am leaning more towards, well, my mind says go more towards Isak, but my heart is like, dude, have some fun, go for Cunha, but Leicester's been showing some strength, and there hasn't been that many goals really recently in the Premier League, so, and he's good for bonus points as well, so that's where I'm thinking, Cunha's really trying to like reach out to me and be like, Cat, pick me, plus the guys who cost a lot, bro, like, yo, bruh, they just haven't been performing, so we out here captaining these 9 million to like 13 million rand guys, and they're just not performing. So I'm just like, maybe I should go for a differential captain who's, not breaking the bank all the time. And Evan Nelson even came into my mind just based off stats. He's actually, in terms of XGC, number one in the strikers as well, on top of Mateta. So he's another person that's an idea against the Man United that could be rotated as well, playing against Bournemouth at home. Never know. But in terms of points there, I do have a prediction which I would love, and that would be 65 points. And hopefully that's like 20 points above the average, 20 points above the average, hopefully. So that's my prediction, and hoping to move into the top 100k, which I can do really in one game week if, of course, I do very well compared to other people and my differentials come through really well. But you guys let me know, what do you think of my moves? Should I go differential captaincy as well, or am I nuts? Would really appreciate that. And then I haven't done a transfer targets video, but I did do a differential free hit video for you guys. So everybody's being on the free hit as well. You get to see which is the best differential free hit if you're trying to gain rank as well. So you can check that video, which is right over here. And I'll see you guys possibly in the next video, which could be a final thoughts video, but we'll see. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Peace.